What is up, you guys? It's your boy T-Russ back with another video, and today we are talking about the Dallas Cowboys. The top 5 things I think the Dallas Cowboys need to do in order to deem this offseason a success. So if you're down with that, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, because you know, like, keep that night gang strong. Comment and share with that right now. Let's get right into it. Also, this is going to be in order of importance. So like 5 is least important, number 1 is most important. So let's get right into it. Number 5 is sign Dez Bryant, okay? And I like the idea of signing Dez Bryant. I think I've been wanting Dez Bryant back since he left. Honestly, when we were 3-5 after we got rid of him, I was like, please bring him back. We need him. We need him. And I still want him back. I think he will be a great addition to this team, all right? And, you know, the Cowboys front office do as well. You heard Stephen Jones and Jerry. They were like, hey, you know, we like Dez, and he's willing to come back for not much money. And, so, you know, ultimately, it's going to be up to Mike McCarthy because this is his team. And I like that I like that statement by them. They're showing they're going to give the responsibility to their head coach. Something we didn't believe they did with Jason Garrett. So, you know, that's big coming from them. But also, you know, I think McCarthy's gonna make the right decision. Because honestly, I don't think there's anything we can lose with signing back Dez Bryant. Like I said he wouldn't come back for that much money, and you know he doesn't have to be a big part of the offense, and he even said that himself. In his own words, he just wants to be a person like Jason Witten was last year, and I feel like that really helped us. And on a team that struggled in the red zone last year, like we were like 16th in red zone points, and you know there are some more variables set, but you know we just couldn't score in the red zone, and Dez Bryant, I feel like he's gonna help us with that. You know, he's known for being that aggressive possession receiver who's gonna go up and get that ball, and he can train. You know, I feel like Michael Gallup and Amari, they're those kind of receivers, but you know, Dez Bryant, I feel like when he was playing, he was one of the best to do that, to go up and get those jump balls, those 50-50s, and so he's just gonna help them do that, and you know, he's not only gonna help them. And he's also going to help Blake Jarwin, because I feel like Blake Jarwin can be that type of tight end as well. So signing Dez Bryant is not a problem. Trust me. You know, having too many receivers is not that doesn't exist. You know, and so you know, adding another weapon to our team would be great. Number 4 is sign or replace Byron Jones. And number 4 and number 3 are kind of interchangeable, but you know, sign or replace Byron Jones. And I have mixed feelings on Byron Jones, okay? Just because Byron Jones, I think he's a top corner in this league, but Troy Aikman said it best, okay? I'm not afraid to throw at a corner that I know is not going to intercept the ball, that I know is just going to bat it down, okay? I like Byron Jones. He can jump. He's great at staying with his receiver, and you know, not many balls get completed his way, but he doesn't catch the ball. So you know, I would like to sign him back. I would, but you know, if we have to replace him, let's replace him either through the draft or through free agency. Most likely through the draft. I don't really see us to replace him through free agency. I don't see who we could take. But yeah, if we don't sign him back, our top receiver right now will be Chidobe Awuzie. I'm not okay with that. Okay, so Chidobe Awuzie and Jordan Lewis. I like Jordan Lewis, but yeah, I would like to sign him. I would like to sign him back and make sure we get him. And at number 3, we have sign or replace Robert Quinn. I said these are interchangeable, okay? And Robert Quinn, he was our leading sack getter last year, and so you know, I feel like it would be great to get him back. But you know, also replacing him wouldn't be bad. Actually, I wouldn't even say replacing him, because even though he was our leading sack getter, we still felt like we weren't getting enough pressure on the quarterback. And I think that just because we didn't have enough D linemen. So instead of, and I'm changing my mind, like these those aren't interchangeable anymore. This is the most important. Okay, so I did in the right order, but I'm changing now. Instead of signing or replacing Robert Quinn, it's just get more D linemen. We need more D linemen that we can, keep out there fresh. Just like that 49ers team that was in the Super Bowl this year. They had that awesome front four. Their starters, Nick Bosa. Who else? I don't even think Eric Armstead. I don't think he was a starter, but you know what I'm saying. Like they had a lot of D linemen over there, and they could like swap out, and they were still producing. Okay, and so that's why I'm like, get D linemen instead of sign or replace Robert Quinn. Get D linemen so we can kind of do the same thing. So we can swap out and we could stay fresh. Because when dudes get tired, that's how you break down a defense when they get tired. Okay, so if we could stay fresh, that would be great, and it would help us get to the quarterback. That's that's going out to get a DN, somebody like the dude from the Jaguars. I'm not saying somebody big like Chris Jones or Jadeveon Clowney, not somebody big like that, but the dude from the Jaguars. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, the DN, or Eric Armstead, or, even throughout the draft, Clavon Chason, Javon Kinlaw, any of those guys, Brendan Anayi, or however you pronounce the name, from Utah. Any of those guys, we got to go get them. We still got Tristan Hill, who, his rookie season, we didn't really play him, and there were some issues there. But we can see how he does this year. Jalen Jelks didn't get to play last year. Joe Jackson we have, and I feel like they can be really good if we just develop them. So, we got some guys. Dorrance Armstrong is still here, so we got some guys that we can switch out and make sure this defense stays fresh, stays healthy, and even though we're not changing our scheme, I feel like we're gonna be changing some packages and stuff like that. And so signing some more D linemen is gonna help with that. And at number 2, I got us extending Amari. And notice this doesn't say sign or replace like the other two did. I said sign Amari to an extension. All right, people, you guys, if you're a fan and you're like, Amari's like not worth what he's, what people are saying he's worth, yes he is. Don't be that kind of fan. Okay, don't be that kind of fan when it comes to pay somebody. They're not worth our time anymore. Okay, because when we were 3-5, when we were down and out of the playoffs in 2018, Amari Cooper bought us out. Okay. He brought us back up, and we went to the playoffs that year, and we won a playoff game. And it was because of Amari Cooper. So don't be that way. And he had a great season this year, and he was hurt most of the season. All right? So don't be that kind of fan that's like, oh, he's not worth that. We can get rid of him. No, we can't. Sign Amari, pay him his money. He's a really good receiver, and he's a top receiver in this league. And his route running is crazy. He had outstanding catches this year. And, yeah, don't be that kind of fan that's like, we don't need to sign Amari. Yes, we do. That's very important. It's number 2 on my list. It's very important. All right? Signing Amari is very important to the success of this Dallas Cowboys team. And if we don't get Amari back, I will be extremely disappointed. All right? And then at number 1, I believe we all know what this is. Okay? At number 1, it's sign Dak to an extension. And again, it does not say sign or replace. All right? Dak Prescott is our franchise quarterback, and he is a great quarterback in this league, okay? He is. And, although we went 8-8 this year, it wasn't Dak Prescott, okay? It was just our situational football was terrible. Our play calling was terrible. When it came down to the red zone, when it came down to, those game-winning situations, what we called was terrible. The plays we called were terrible, okay? And so our coaching, hopefully this year, fixes that. Dak Prescott had an outstanding year, and had we not been 8-8, had we been 13-3, he would have been an MVP candidate. He wouldn't have won it because Lamar Jackson still had a great year, but he would have been top 3 at least. Okay, he had almost 5,000 yards this year, threw for 30-something touchdowns, 30 or 40 actually. I forgot which one. I think it was 30-something. I think it was like 33 or something like that. I forgot though. It was like 30-something, and then he only threw for 11 interceptions. So, and plus he was top 5 in the league in QBR. So don't turn on Dak either. Okay, I know. The rumors about Tom Brady. I don't want Tom Brady. Don't get him out of my face. Dak Prescott is our franchise QB, and he's going to win us a Super Bowl ring, okay, you guys? So that's the most important thing here. That's the thing we got to do first, and the thing that we got to focus on right now is getting Dak signed and getting him to a long-term extension, okay? That's the thing we got to focus on right now. Because no matter what anybody says, there is pressure when you're playing on your contract year. And it does get to your head. No matter what Dak says, no matter what any player says, you know, that's in the back of your mind. You are thinking about that. You are. And so franchise tag him is just gonna put that chip right back on his shoulder and put another weight on his shoulder. You know? And he doesn't need that. Let him play relaxed. Let him play like Dak Prescott. Alright? And you know, he has the weapons around him. This team was built to be successful for Dak Prescott, okay? So we're not going to switch, all right? We're not going to switch up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the top 5 things I think the Cowboys need to do. Comment and tell me if I missed anything. If something deserves to be on this list that I didn't mention, tell me. Tell me, please. And, you know, tell me if something deserves to be higher or lower on this list. Tell me. And, you know, we can talk about it. I'm pretty still on my list, though. So, you know, but we can see. I mean, I think these are pretty important. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked it, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications because you know that keep that night gang strong. Share with everybody you know. And I'll see you for another one. So, peace.
This is for them shawties with them dollars. This is for them shawties that don't need a baller. And we gon' make it to the top, that's on my mama. Money machine counting all this guala. This